Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today on this Monday? I hope everybody's doing okay. I am doing just honky donk. I just want to make sure this is on. Yes. Okay. I already did my video outside. I'm walking and talking with Vivi, but I'm still hot under the collar, and I got more to say. And if I put it in one, we'd be here for an hour. Just saying. So I just want to say thanks to Lev Parnas and the crew he had on his Substack last night. It was awesome. It was awesome. And I'd also like to thank the TASS, T-A-S-S, Russian media. Yeah, they're involved in this too. And some of the quotes came from them. But thanks to Les for putting this out there. I appreciate you. I watch you. And oh my God, if you're new to this channel, love me, like me, share me. Don't forget to subscribe. Mwah, hangers on. I love you so much. I really do. There's not another word in the English language that describes how much you do for my channel and how you make me feel. I love you guys. I truly do. So anyway, let's get into this, shall we? And I just want to say, and I think I started my last one like this, is, hey, Democrats, get off your ass and do your job. Canada got the ball rolling. We got the ball rolling, and we spent $75 million in Ontario to get the ball rolling and explain to your constituents and MAGA that the fatted gold toad in the White House is screwing you and the rest of the country 6 ways to Sunday. That ad was run by the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Ford fan, but this, I will give him kudos because I'm that kind of gal. He's raising a lot of awareness. The MAGA in charge of President Ronald Reagan's presidential library in Simi Valley, California, is David Turillo. And David Turillo is the president and CEO of Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institution. And this foundation, something Trump's not allowed to run anymore because he cheats and robbed children. That's another story. The foundation was created by Ronald Reagan to advance his legacy and his principles. Maybe, just maybe, Mr. David Turillo should start sticking up for President Ronald Reagan and get that address out again that he gave back in April of 1987. 1987, year I was married, by the way. So here, cheers, dears. I'm getting a little hoarse because I've been screaming all day. Good Lord. Okay. And I was old enough to remember those radio announcements that he did. It is his job, Mr. Turillo, to extol the virtues, so to speak, of the man whose legacy and principles he was hired to protect. I imagine Ronald Reagan is rolling over in his grave with pain and disgust with the global abuse the mango Moose Knuckle is inflicting on economies worldwide. Mr. David Turillo obviously got the memo to lash out at Canada, saying that we cherry-picked that because the whole fucking thing is in a link behind... God knows that the ad was not fraudulent AI or any other such bullshit that can you tell I'm a little upset that the mango Moose Knuckle is hawking at his traveling circus there, also known as Air Force One. I really hope the Reagan family has some input and fires his ass back to, where did he work before he got that job? He was the managing editor, head of strategy and editorial operations at FOX Fox. So they do have a little bit of kowtowing in their history. He says in his bio, on official letterhead, that Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute, that he has experience as a leader in both government and defense. So, knowing how this government works, he got the fucking message. And I do want our I do what Trump says, or he'll put a bad tweet out for me. Oh, maybe he'll try to indict me. Maybe he'll have me fired. No, the rest of America wants you fired, though. Anybody that has an in with the Reagan family, let them know what this asshole did. I hope you don't get a good night's sleep, mister, because you are a traitor. You turned your back on the guy that you were supposed to protect and his legacy. What an asshole. But while all this is going on, with the snake hissing in his pull-ups, the Russians are coming, the Russians are coming. Not hyperbolic. Trump leaves for the Asian summit. Carney smiles all the way to trade deals, treated like he's a conquering hero, and laughing that Trump thinks he's being a tough guy. But by not meeting our prime minister, who was now just a smaller government, he's getting the full out presidential treatment when he shows up. It's not going unnoticed that Trump won't meet him. And while the new guy is in town, what's Trump doing? He's in Kuala Lumpur doing his Epstein dance for a bunch of children and teenagers. Class act, Donnie. Class act. Doing a couple of these. And while this is going on, Korea is protesting quietly and politely. They're having a sit down with signs with Trump's face on them. So I'm saying F you, Trump is probably, I don't know, I can't read Korean. But anyway, yeah. And when Trump left DC, Putin put out a message that the sanctions that Trump is putting on them aren't going to bother him that much at all. They will actually work in his favor. And guess what? Putin is playing Trump's game, it seems, because apparently right after Daddy Vladdy talked about this, the sanctions and stuff, the price of oil went up, making him even richer. Will it help his people? No. Just like it's not going to help Americans, because Trump's going to try and starve them out starting on November 1st. No more food aid. No, because dictators and authoritarians don't care about their people. He just made a shit ton of money because Russia is the third largest oil producer in the world. Countries like China, India, Turkey, his buddy in Hungary and Slovakia, they're the biggest Russian buyers. And Trump doesn't seem to think it's anything wrong with Hungary and Slovakia taking it, but India, China, bad. Didn't say anything about Turkey either. But Hungary and Slovakia, not a word. Trump and his sycophants say they sanctioned Russia, and Trump, not very happy with Russia. Not very happy. But according to TASS, the Russian news agency, why did Kirill Dmitriev, listen to this, Putin's envoy, why did he land in DC? Sanctions are on. Remember? Sanctions are on. How did he get to land in DC and meet with Congresswoman Paulina Luna and Steve Witkoff fuck off? Seriously, how did that happen? And Kirill Dmitriev is also part of Russia Direct Investment Fund. He's the CEO and special presidential envoy for economic cooperation between other countries. Luna told TASS that Russia and the U.S. have no reason not to support a full-scale trade relations, urging to boost economic ties between our two countries, she said. Trump's special envoy is holding talks with the fucking Russians. Meanwhile, he's cut off talks with Canada, and we're tattooed to his ass, like I said in my last video, for fuck's sakes. Apparently, Paulina Luna also told TASS that the CIA director, Radcliffe, is declassifying the Ukraine files. And that Joe Biden, the criminal mastermind there, all that bullshit, they're reinvestigating that because they're saying there's stuff in there. Dmitriev had something to do with that. And he knows it's bullshit. But lie. Lev Parnas on Lev Remembers said Kirill Dmitriev says thank you to Lara Logan. There was a thing came up on his phone while this was being done. Now, Lara Logan is a former CBS journalist who now serves on a board called of the America's Future. It's a very far right-wing conservative nonprofit. I call bullshit on that because nothing MAGA does is for free. Nothing. And it is chaired by pardoned felon Mike Flynn and cozy little Russian himself, Mr. I took the Q oath on camera. Yeah, that guy, he's the chairman of this American future. If I'm screaming, turn it down. For your interest, he says he'd like to thank Lara Logan for your interest in our joint conversation. DIMETREV continued U.S.-Russia dialogue, and his planned trip is now a reality. He landed, and according to Lev showed up Dmitri's excrement that he put up there. He posted on his post there, and it showed the path of his flight from Russia to Washington, to Dulles Air Force Base. Now, this guy is a sanctioned oligarch. They're not allowed in the country, unless, of course, Donald Trump's your president. This guy is sanctioned. He should be made to get on a plane and go the fuck back, is what should happen. But under the lies the Mango Moose Knuckle is telling people about sanctions against Russia, he is really behind the scenes opening up trade relations with a known war criminal who was involved in election interference, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, data theft, and he was in charge of one of the huge cyber attacks on the U.S. government ever since Trump threw his hat in the ring. That's when that started. Those big cyber attacks started as soon as Trump said, I'm going to run for president. After they were after his teeny vahini there. And well into season 1. And guys like Pig Hegseth, Marco Stupido, and Trump will again get down on their hands and knees and kiss Putin's ring piece. Follow the money. Watch what Trump does, not what he says. Because, well, you can follow what he says too, because when he says it, believe it. And he'll, too cute by far. No, it's not. He means this shit. And he's got the fucking backup behind him. He lies, covers up, and can't get his story straight because eventually he tells on himself. And then his base says, see, he's being transparent. Yeah, now he's going down there. There's over 40 people that he's killed between the Caribbean and the Pacific. And now they have the naval ship, the Gerald Ford down there, and they have a 5-boat convoy with them, all destroyers. So they have an aircraft carrier and 5 destroyers that are on their way there. He is figuratively trying to blow up NATO and the alliances because he thinks he's going to get let into the bad boys club. Guess what? They hate you, Donald. They fucking hate you. They think you're a tool, a useless fucking tool. Your tits on a bull. He is pissed Canada and China won't kiss his ass, and gave him, and we just gave him what he wants. Now he wants to cripple Canada economically. That wasn't hyperbole back then. That's what he wants. He wants our rare earth minerals, and he's going to do everything in his power to do it. This, in my opinion, is upping the ante. He thinks he can shut us up literally because now he's trying to control what we say on our the news wires and stuff like that. He's trying to control our freedom of speech. He's trying to do it in other countries as well. This ad really got under his extremely thin, bruised skin because his hero, Ronald Reagan, is screaming at him from the grave. He was called on his bullshit by a television commercial showing how stupid he is, showing how incapable he is as a negotiator, and how stupid and incapable he is of leading a circle jerk, never mind a nation, and it has sacked him and his teeny weeny. He got the tables turned on him, and both the United States and the Canadian people saw how bad he is at being a president, and the bully got embarrassed. A TV commercial embarrassed him, and he lashed out like a 3-year-old. Our prime minister held a press conference, impromptu sort of thing, just before he left to go to Asia, where he said, and I'm paraphrasing here, our relationship with the United States is definitely over. Our relationship with U.S. economy and security is over. Canada is going to move forward without the U.S. because that relationship is a liability to us now. What we have to do now is build Canada and build our military. And not exactly those words, but he said that he this is happening because now it's coming to our shores. And get this. This is a growing fear because Trump is having Russia's back, and they're having them at the White House. They're having them on Capitol Hill, having cozy little tea. Having, I believe, Elon Musk, because he's supposed to be involved in a project in Toronto. It's called the Boring Company. Boring, like boring underground, shit like that. I believe they're having Elon Musk build the Trump tunnel from Russia to Alaska. That's not, listen to this. No, that's another drop in the goddamn bucket. Believe it. And endangering Canada's national security. We are fucking done. Our prime minister basically said, thanks, but no thanks. We're going with the allies. The next day, Trumpy dummy stops and talks and slaps another 10% on us. One more thing that we have to worry about in Canada is we have Russia above us and we have Trump below us. And we, Canada, are in their way. Make no mistake about that. Putin told him to get this done, and that's why he's trying to push us around. But he didn't expect us to push back. He is the abusive crackhead in our basement throwing shit at us. And Russia is his crack dealer, and they know his currency, and they know how to keep him high. 99 loves you. Be good, be safe, and please take care of you first, because we have to take care of each other. One arm. Here's a big hug. I love you all so much, and I wish I could go down there and protest and do all the rest of the stuff with you until Grandpa Munster Ted Cruz makes it illegal to protest, because that is next on their agenda. Quiet the dissidents, right? Anyway, like me, love me, share me. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers, dears. I love you all so much. This will be up later this afternoon. Mwah. Ooh, you should be as angry as I am. That's what I'm saying. Talk to people. Oh, just spread this wherever you can. I love you so much. Take care of you. Oh.